Welcome back. It's 40 past the hour. You know, it's been a long time since we've seen grass, but now many parts of the UP has the snow starting to leave and the green showing up. And that means getting ready by pulling out that lawnmower. And, well, it might need a little bit of maintenance after this long winter. This morning, Ashley Kirkland couldn't wait to bring you this topic for do-it-yourself today. Good morning, Ashley.
Well, Vicki, spring has finally sprung here in the UP, and we couldn't be more happy about it. Now, I know there's still snow in some parts of the UP. In fact, some people are probably still knee-deep in snow, but we're going to get you ready for spring and that grass that we've seen over the past week or so, and get your lawnmowers ready, okay? It's never too early. I know that they've been packed away in the garage or the shed over the winter, and they're going to need a little dusting off. They're going to need some maintenance, some gas, maybe a tune-up. So we are going to be back here at Lowe's for Do-It-Yourself Tuesday, a little switch up there, and we're going to talk to you all about maintaining your lawnmower. Now, I hear you guys, you're having too much fun there back at the studio, and I got to learn how to cut grass. Back to you guys. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette Township, TV6 News.
Welcome back. It's 9 after the hour. Now, after being locked up in your garage or storage shed over the past couple of months, the mower is probably looking for a tune-up, gas, and some other maintenance services to get it ready for the summer. Ashley Kirkland is at Lowe's with more on spring lawnmower maintenance. Morning, Ashley.
Well, Vicki, some people who are avid lawn carers, they just can't wait to get out there and get their hands on their grass. And listen, let me clear up some things. I grew up with 4 brothers, as did our producer Cheyenne, and I never had to mow the lawn. That was just something that I didn't do. So that's why I'm learning today. So we're here at Lowe's with Clint, and he's going to talk to us about what we need to do to get our lawnmowers ready for spring and summer. Clint, thanks so much for being here. So what's the first step that we need to know about getting our lawnmowers ready?
Sure. The first thing you really need to do is you need to get your shopping list ready.
Okay.
The things you're going to need to put on that shopping list is actually a little bit more than you might think initially. Of course, there's some common things. You need to get your gasoline, but then you need to start thinking about, well, my gasoline's been sitting here all winter, you know, or my engine hasn't had any gasoline in it, so what kind of things do we need to put in there? Different lubrications and things like that you're going to need for the spring.
And I know that it's probably too late for this, but were people supposed to empty their gasoline out of the lawnmowers before winter hit?
They were, but if they haven't, it's not too late to save your lawnmower. So.
Okay. Now this is a nice shiny new lawnmower, but you're probably going to have to get some dust off of your lawnmower once it's been in the shed. So what's next after we get our shopping list together?
Sure. After we get our shopping list together, it's going to be a matter of actually emptying out all the old fluids, and we'll use a siphon for that, getting everything basically that was left in there from last year and all the crud that's underneath out of there first. So.
Okay, like the grass and all of the blades and that.
Absolutely, yeah, and you'll even you're going to want to flip your lawnmower on its side to get the grass out from underneath it. So.
Okay. All right, and so should we check for holes in the bag and things like that? What can we do to kind of make sure that it's still intact from last season?
Sure, and a lot of times the best way to start is to pull out your owner's manual. I know if you're a guy, you don't want to pull out your owner's manual, but it's something you just got to do. And there's going to be a checklist type of a thing in there where you can go through and look at each individual piece of the lawnmower to make sure everything's functioning. With a lawnmower and you got a blade spinning as fast as it does,
okay,
you just want to make sure everything's tip-top shape. So.
All right. All right. Well, thank you, Clint. So next we're going to talk about blades and tune-ups and all of those other things that kind of get the engine revving on your lawnmowers. But I'll take it back to you for now, Vicki. Ashley Kirkland reporting live in Marquette Township, TV6 News.
All right. Thank you very much, Ashley.
Welcome back. Well, there are several steps to maintaining your lawnmower. And now that spring is here, it's time to rehash those steps. That's why Ashley Kirkland is at Lowe's for a special Do-It-Yourself Tuesday on the topic. Ashley?
Well, Sam, there are several steps to this process, and we went over a couple, which is going to be very simple as taking your lawnmower out and dusting it off. Now we are back at Lowe's with Clint, and he's going to talk to us about the final ones. Now, Clint, after we clean off the lawnmower, get our supply list ready, what else do we need to do?
Sure. The first thing you're going to want to do is actually pull off your oil cap, and you're going to want to take the siphon that we have over here. This is kind of a crazy looking contraption, but it makes it easier for these push lawnmowers. You just put that in there and you pump this thing and it's going to pull out your oil.
Okay, so what do we do with the excess oil that's actually in the lawnmower?
Sure, both your oil and your gas. You definitely don't want to just be pouring them in your grass, that's for sure, because you won't have any grass left to mow. You're going to want to call Waste Management, and they'll tell you how to dispose of that appropriately.
Okay, now that's the kind of first step of the tune-up. What's next in the tune-up process?
Sure, the next thing you're going to do actually is take your spark plug off. It's right in the front of most lawnmowers with this little cap. Just pull it right off, and you're going to want to use a deep well spark plug wrench and to be able to pull those out.
Okay, and you have to change filters and all of those things. Where's that located?
You do. And the filters usually just have a couple little snaps, and you can pull it right out. You're going to see after a year of lawn mowing, this is not going to look nice like this. And you can just take this in even if you're not sure what it is, and we'll find it for you here at Lowe's. So.
And I know one of the important things, well, probably next to the engine, the most important thing is the blade. How often do you change your blade? How do you sharpen it? All of those things.
Sure. Some people like to sharpen blades. It's actually recommended that you just change the blade once a year. Sharpening, it's a process that some people might not be comfortable with, and you're going to have sparks flying all over the place, and you got to have your safety goggles on. It's just a lot easier, and they're really not that expensive to change once a year. So.
Yeah. And what's a telltale sign that your blade actually needs a kind of fine tuning?
Sure. Like I said, once a year you're probably going to want to change it, but also it's good to inspect your blade throughout the year. And if you've got some nicks in it and it just looks dull, it's time to change. So.
And be careful of those tree stumps and other items that might make it dull. Well, thank you so much, Clint, and hopefully that we'll be able to cut grass soon, as crazy as that sounds, but that'll mean that spring and summer are here. So hopefully this was very helpful for viewers, and your TV6 Morning Show will be right back.